All right, thank you very much for joining us. My name is Abaz. We're going to show you how to use simple tools to make your workflow quite easier. If you're a fan of using um, messy, messy sticky notes, long tons of papers that usually normally get missing, to write down your to-do list or to write down your task that you're going to do for the day, I got you. I have a solution for you. We're going to use a very simple tool that you have used frequently. Even if you have never used it, I'm going to show you how to use it to your benefit, which is Excel. Excel has some very inbuilt powerful functions that we have underutilized. Today, join me. Let's use Excel to automate our to-do list. This is the fun fact. You don't need code. You don't need to write some complex codes or VBA. It's just a simple process. Let's go. All right. So once you open your new fresh Excel sheet or workbook, you need two sheets. One sheet does the main work, which is the to-do list. Okay, rename it, and then the next sheet gives you the support that you need. Okay, so what we don't want to do is to still have the grid lines behind, and we want to work with a very plain surface. Okay, so quickly go to the view tab and check the grid lines. Great. Now let's insert our borders. For the purposes of this video, I like to do something very simple for you to be able to duplicate your house, the offices, wherever you are. Right. So I'll use 4 columns and very few rows, but 10 of them. Right. You would want to leave some space up there to be able to um, insert your headers or create your headers, and also the progress bar will bring some in there. So you need some space up there. Calm down a bit. Okay. Yes. So now this is where the magic and the fun stuff begins. Let's insert the borders. There are several ways to do this, but use a very simple process. Control plus one opens a dialog box for you for the cell formatting. Then run to the border, change your color to any color that you prefer. I like to use the blue color. And then the border style, outline, and inside. Click OK. You're there. Right. Open up the table a bit. Okay. Right. So we have the first one, label SN, and then task, then the status of the task, and then complete. Okay, so let's say comment if that is Fabian. All right, so we're now going to start with the automation. The first automation task is to automate our serial numbering. Like I mentioned to you earlier, Excel has some very powerful functions that we have underutilized. Okay, so the sequence function automates your numbering for you. Once you type in something in a task, you automatically get a serial number for it, right? 1, 2, 3, up to infinity. So we are starting the equal sign sequence, and then the count a function in Excel, and then you select all your rows in the task, and then yes, okay. So what we don't want to do is that if I don't have anything in the task, the serial number should be empty. So let's further fashion the function or the formula. It's equal to, we use what we call the if error. If the serial number, there is an error in the serial number, I want Excel to return nothing. Right. So now let's enter my first task and then my second task to my last task. Great. Let's format the headers beautifully. Blue. Change the text to white to make it more visible, bolden it, and then increase the size. You can also decide to center this to get a bit more beautiful alignment. All right. So in the status, we're going to use the inbuilt checkbox. Go to insert, you see your checkbox under the controls, click on it, bam, you're gone. Right, so let's also change the color to match the colors of the table. So let me show you something real quick. Once you select any of the checkboxes, you see that the function name is false. So these are not just checkboxes, these are functional checkboxes that we can manipulate to our benefit. All right. So I'm going to show you one more thing to do. To once any task is complete, you select it, the task or the assignment should be cancelled, right? But for now, as you can see, once I check, this one changes to true, this one change or it changes. If I don't check, it's still false. But what I want to do with you is that once you check, you get the task cancelled, which means it's completed. Simple, don't panic. Just go to your task, select all of it. You can select more rows so that if you add more tasks, the formula will still apply. All right. So go to conditional formatting, set new rule. This is one way to do it. Another way to do it, once you finish selecting all your list of items or your task names, use Alt plus OD. It opens the conditional formatting rule manager for you. Go to set new rule and then go to use formula to determine which cells to format. Okay, there's another dialog box that opens for you at the edit the rule description. Click in the box, select any of the cells. Please remember to take out the dollar sign before and after the C. Yours may be A, B, or D, depending on how you structure your table. All right, so this is cell C7. Take the dollar signs to make it more flexible or dynamic so that once you select cell C8, the formula or the function still applies. Come to format and then select strike through, change the color to say green. Once you complete any assignment, the green color indicates that the assignment has been completed. So click OK, apply, then another OK. Now let's test the function. This is C. Beautiful. Right. We are good to move to the next level. Right. So now let's go to our support sheet. First of all, let's do the header. Merge and center color, and then change the color to white. Expand it a bit, and then label to do list. Increase the font, bold it. You can decide to change the font type, and then you center and then middle align. Well, good. Let's come to the support. Anywhere in the space, you create 3 new tables, which I'll call. Okay, let me change the middle color to orange and then this to green. Okay, you need to create small new tables. Select at least 2 rows. Okay, 2 rows. Merge and center, and then use the brush or the painter to format for the remaining table. Okay, you also want to put borders. Control +1, change the color to blue, the weight, outline, then inside. You're good to go. Do same for the rest, orange, right? Okay, do same for the last one. Change the color, green, outline. Great. So let's open it up a bit, all of them. This is total task, pending, and then completed. Okay, we can also format this neatly. Okay, center, change the bold in it, and then change the text color to white to make it more visible. Right, so let's insert some functions here or some formulas to count our total task, count our tasks that are pending, and also count our tasks that are completed. So once I check that I've completed a task, it should reflect on this. Okay, so we have equal to, let's link the two, is equal to count all the task. Okay, count all my task, enter. So I have 9, and then count if count all status if it's complete. or if it's not complete, which is false, and then enter, and then do same for the complete is equal to if count if all the status of their task is true, which is complete. Okay, so currently we do not have any completed task, but once we check and this has been cancelled, you see that the completed has moved or changed to 1 pending 8, and we still have 9 total tasks. All right, so let's do something real quick. Let's edit the um, progress. Okay, I like to use font type digital 7 and then increase it a bit, bolden it, center, and then middle align. Beautiful. Okay, we are not done yet on the support sheet, so click on where you enter the formula. You see the name of the cell is cell C4. Edit it to total underscore task. Enter. You need to hit the enter key to apply the renaming. All right, and then this is pending. Enter, and then this is sorry, this is completed. Enter. Now let's do some copy and paste. Copy this, come, and then if you are pasting, remember to paste it as linked picture. Okay, remember to paste it as linked picture. I repeat, remember to paste it when you copy from the support sheet, paste it as linked picture. Okay, I'm doing same for all the three. Doing same for all the three. Okay, great. We are almost done. So let me see what happens. Yes, see that all of our functions are intact without any troubles. All right, so now let's insert our progress bar. Okay, that we also need to get a border for it. Let me select green color to indicate that our progress bar is green. We need to also enter a simple formula. That is the reason why on the support sheet we renamed all of them, so that if you are entering, they will appear. So this is completed. You see that completed has already shown. Then divide it by the total task and enter, and then align it center and middle. Change the font to digital 7. If you don't have digital 7 as one of your font styles, you can quickly download and then install in any of the Microsoft tools, Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Okay, so now that we have our progress bar, and we are still not done yet. Okay, so once I complete any task, you see that the numbers keeps changing, but that is not what we want. Okay, this is in decimal. We want it to appear in percentages, right? So we change this to percentage. Make sure you select the bar and then change it to percentage. You see that we have our percentage going, but we need to get the bar to indicate the movement of the progress, or where we've made progress up to, right? So you can use the conditional formatting like I indicated earlier. Come to new rule, then come down to format cells and select the tab bar, and then change the minimum type to number, come to maximum and change it to also number as well. And then the minimum number is 0, maximum number is 1. Change the color to green. That's the fill of the bar. And then we are good to go. Select. Oh, something went on. Okay, let's see. New rule. Okay, let's see if we can edit our. Oh, okay, new rule. Progress bar. Data bar. Minimum. Minimum 1. Minimum 0, maximum 1, sorry, and then the fill is green. Then oh, so we are formatting cells. Okay. Yeah, so for select format all cells based on their values. The green, 0 and 1. Okay, apply. Then okay, we should be good to go. Yes, we are here. This shows us the progress that we are making. Okay, there's one last thing that I'd like to take us through, which is once the progress bar exceeds, in this case, 56%, you see that the number or the percentage is not very visible. So this is what we want to do. Select, go to conditional formatting. You need to set a new rule. Format cells, format only cells that contain number. So cells that contain number greater than or equal to 0.55, change the font to white. And then okay, okay, right? So once the number exceeds 55%, you get a green color. You can change it to 56, or you can extend the, yeah, 55%. You get your beautiful progress bar. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Kindly remember to click the subscribe button and be the first to see the video that we'll be sharing here and now. Help us build a community. We have a lot more nice things coming to you. Thank you.